That's Gary Ayers of Stockton. Number 92 is driven by Carrie Hahn. The 9 is Cindy Kornstrom. The 05, Richard Harper. The 5, Pete Anderson Jr. 39 is Chris Mays. 21, Tom Bolin. 11J, Tracy Bolin. And rounding out the field is number 16, Adam Ramsdale of San Jose. Our drivers now headed for the acceleration line. That's the line between 3 and 4 that you see. They cross sequentially. We're going green. And here we go. And Hahn will jump out to the front lap number 1. He'll take him into turn number 2 and down the backstretch. A spin for Ayers in turn number 2. Everyone gets by safely. Hahn leads him into turn number 3. Anderson Jr. second. Kornstrom third. Then Bolin. Now Anderson Jr. slips to the inside in front of Hahn, and they battle it out by the grandstands. Hahn fights him back. Anderson ducks down low in turn number 1. They swap a little paint in turn number 2, and down the backstretch now they come. Kornstrom is third, Bolin fourth, Bolin fifth, then Mays, then Ramsdale. A spin for Harper in 2. Ayers gets by, no problem. Here come our leaders though now. Harper is on the infield grass. Hahn with the lead. He takes it back from Anderson Jr. They mix it up. A good battle now going on between Bolin and Kornstrom. We've got a Kornstrom sandwich between 2 Bolins. And Tracy Bolin trying to make that inside move on Kornstrom in turn number 1. In turn 2, they still battle it out. And now Anderson Jr. and Hahn battle. Look at that, 2 wide into the chute. Out of 4 comes Hahn on the outside. Here's a problem in 1 for our leaders. Anderson Jr. swaps paint with Hahn, and he'll take the lead. Hahn keeps his second spot. Here they come by to complete lap number 6 now. Anderson Jr. is your leader. Then it's Hahn. Then Bolin. Bolin, now Mays into the 5th spot. Remember, 4 cars will transfer to the main, the top 4. And it's Anderson Jr. Hahn 1 second behind, 1 lap to go. And down the backstretch they come now. Anderson Jr. with the lead and Hahn in the 2nd spot. Now the Bolin brothers battle it out down the backstretch into turn number 3. It's Bolin versus Bolin for the 3rd spot. It will be Tom Bolin by a nose ahead of brother Tracy. And the final 2 cars will be Ramsdale and Ayers. So Ramsdale and Ayers will transfer to the C, and the middle group will transfer to the B. Drivers here, 47 on the inside, that's Aaron Schenkel. The 28, that's Doug Lane. Number 4 is Orville Dahl. 19, Jeff Lovelace. 92 is Nelson Pacheco. 67 is Johnny Bird. Number 13 is Jeff All. The 22 is Dennis Duncan. And rounding out the field in the 00 car, that's Mark George. Now again, our officials are pointing our drivers towards the acceleration line. Here it comes. If they cross sequentially, we're going green. And here we go. And so Doug Lane battling it out with Aaron Schenkel will take the lead as he goes down the backstretch now. Schenkel in the 2nd spot, then Orville Dahl, then Jeff Lovelace. That's your top 4, then Johnny Bird, he's loose in 3. And so single file, they'll head down the backstretch now. The back of the pack, remember, a good battle going on there. Mark George in the 00. Nelson Pacheco in the 92. And Dennis Duncan is 22. Our leader is Doug Fast Lane down the backstretch. He'll lead him. Schenkel 2nd, Dahl 3rd, and Lovelace 4th. Quite a distance between them and Johnny Bird, who's in the 5th spot. And single file again through turn number 2. Now Dahl trying to find some room to squeeze by Shankle for the 2nd spot. Lovelace says, I want a piece of that action in turn 3. He dives down a little bit low to gain some ground. Now Dahl looking for the inside, can't find it on Shankle for the 2nd spot. Lovelace 4th. George and Duncan battle it out down the backstretch. Doug Lane completes lap number 6, 2 to go. And Dahl gives Shankle a push as they enter turn number 3. Here they come across the stripe and take the white flag now. And Doug Lane will run away with this one. Remember, top 4 will transfer to the main. The last 2 will go to the C. And there's your winner, Doug Lane. Shankle 2nd, Dahl 3rd, Lovelace 4th. And our final 2 finishers will be Mark George and Nelson Pacheco as he crosses.
Yeah.
Remember, top 4 drivers transfer to the main. The last 2 drivers transfer to the C. The middle group transfer to the B. The drivers now check in with our official in turn 3, headed for that acceleration line, and here we go. And they're coming at you. And Treadway jumping out to the lead. And she'll lead them down the backstretch. And Clark now trying to make a move into the 2nd spot in front of Greenmeyer. A bump from Medina in the back. And Treadway lead lap 1. It's Treadway, Clark. Then it's Ron Greenmeyer and John Medina. That's your top 4 into turn 3 they come now. Out of turn 4, your leader. Here comes Donna Treadway. And Donna will lead 2 laps in this qualifying heat. Now Clark trying to find some room on the inside in 3. Clark on the inside, Treadway on the outside. Treadway will lead lap 3. Treadway down the backstretch now, followed by Clark. Clark right on the tail. Then it's Medina and Greenmeyer. Then a battle between Graham and Horton. Now Horton making a move to the outside in turn number 3. Here comes Treadway, and Donna leads 4 laps. Donna Treadway, your leader for 4 laps. Clark right on the tail, Medina 3rd, Horton now in the 4th spot, Horton now 4th. And Treadway leads lap number 5, 3 to go. Now Clark trying to make a move on the inside. Into turn 2 they come, now down the backstretch. And Treadway fights him off. Into turn 3 they come now. Clark on the inside, trying to gain some ground. Treadway on the outside. Treadway will lead lap number 6. 2 laps to go now. A little push from Clark in the back, and Treadway holds position. It's Treadway, Clark, Medina, and Horton, then Graham. Graham a close 5th. Here comes lap number 7, the white flag. Now Donna Treadway needs to fight off Brian Clark for 1 more lap. She's wide in turn 2. Clark gains an edge. Right on the back bumper is Clark. Treadway fighting him off in turn 3. Here they come out of turn number 4 now. Treadway will win it. Treadway will win it. Oh, baby. Man, she drove that car like she just knocked off a liquor store. Here's your winner, Donna Treadway, everybody.
Hey, that's the way to go out of style. Okay, now, Donna.
Look at here, Donna. Smile.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
Remember that tonight will be your final night to buy raffle tickets to win the Jeremy Hammond Tickle Me Elmo doll. We'll have a Tickle Me Elmo demonstration coming up momentarily. And here they come at you now. And Gabor jumps right out to the lead. Gabor, like a rocket, will take the lead and lead him down the backstretch now. That's Guy Gabor, 97th tonight. Now Danny Gabor makes a move to the inside. They bunch up from there. Here they come by the grandstand. It's Gabor, then Davis, and Sullivan and McCall. And so I said Davis and Silva falling behind. Then Ken Stearns finally in the last position. So up front, it's Gabor, then Davis and McCall now. Here they come by the grandstands to complete lap number 2. C.W. Davis right on the bumper of McCall. Now Davis looking for room. Problems for Sullivan. Makes a little concrete for him there. And so it looks as though the battle will be for third place. That's McCall in 17. And fourth is C.W. Davis. Remember, top 4 drivers will transfer to the main event. And Soyseth and Silva swap a little paint there between 1 and 2 on the infield. Here comes our leader. Guy Gabor will now take him down the backstretch. We've got 5 and a half laps in the books, on our way to 8. And so now Gabor working to put Stearns a lap down. And he will in turn 2. Now Davis trying to find some room to get by McCall. And McCall will fight him off down the back. And so it's Gabor, McCall, and Davis. Here comes your winner, number 97, Guy Gabor. Followed by brother Danny. And McCall will take the 3rd spot, and Davis will be 4th. And our final transfer spot, problems there for C.W. Davis, will be the 10 Amy Sullivan and the 37 Ken Stearns, which will now be coming by here to complete his 8th lap. And so Ken Stearns will transfer to the C along with Amy Sullivan in the 10J. And Gabor finished, ladies and gentlemen, in our 3rd qualifying heat. Excuse me, 4th qualifying heat. This will be our first heat for the NASCAR Super Mini Trucks, and the field is as follows: 17 That's Matt Nichols. 88 on the inside is Tim Hall. Number 22 is Todd Lewis. And I'm afraid I just can't see those back numbers. 99 is Eddie Robert. 61 is David Gonzalez. And 7 is Dave Fly. And here they come at you now. 8 laps. And that 22 truck had some problems earlier today with a rocker arm. They had to replace the head. Looks like that's way off the pace. But here comes your leader, the 99. Oh no, I take that back. Your leader, lap number 1, will be the 17 of Matt Nichols in the 17 truck. Second is Eddie Robert in the 99. The 88 is Tim Hall. That's third spot. And coming up to fourth is the 7 of Dave Fly now. And Matt Nichols will lead him down the backstretch now. The second spot, the 99, that's Eddie Robert. Now moving to the third spot is the 7 of Dave Fly. Dave Fly is on the fly now. And he's got the 99 of Eddie Robert in his sights. And he gives him a little shove to say, I'm right behind you now. And there's the 22 truck. The 22 of Todd Lewis will duck out. Mechanical problems, lap number 3. Your leader coming into turn number 4 now is Matt Nichols of Alameda, coming by to complete lap number 4. So it's Nichols and then Dave Fly on the fly, super fly in the second spot. Third, it's Eddie Robert. Fourth is the 88 truck of Tim Hall. And 5 laps now in the books. There's the 61 of David Gonzalez rounding out the field. Here come our leaders, the 17 of Matt Nichols. And Dave Fly in the 7. And there's the white flag for the battle up front now. The battle is even tighter now between Dave Fly and the 7. Dave Fly will take the lead. Matt Nichols in the second spot now. Into turn 3, here comes the move. Nichols dives down low to try to get by, but your winner will be Dave Fly. Your winner, Dave Fly in the 7 truck. The second spot going to the 17 of Matt Nichols. Third, coming to third, was the 99 of Eddie Robert. And the fourth truck was Tim Hall, number 88. Del Judas. Richard Del Judas is in the 46 truck. The 49 as they come by the grandstands, that's Kurt Furtado of Fremont. The 26 truck, that's Andrew Livengood, and he is. The number 40, that's Dick Carter. And the 76 is driven by Dave Daniel of Salida. So our pace car will duck out in turn number 3 there. And our drivers will head for the acceleration line between 3 and 4, and our trucks are set to go. Green flag racing action coming up on 8 laps with the NASCAR Super Mini Trucks. And here they go. And they bunch up but separate now, and the 49 is your leader. That's Kurt Furtado. But now the 40 truck of Dick Carter, the rascally old veteran, will sneak in turn number 3 to take your lead. And now out of 4 and coming by the stripe they come. Dick Carter is your leader. Then it's the 49 of Furtado. The 26 truck of Andrew Livengood slips into the third spot, but now being challenged by the 76 of Dave Daniel. Daniel now just with a nose in front of the 26 truck. And lap 2 is in the books. Dick Carter leads him down the backstretch. Furtado second. Dave Daniel in the third spot. He's high in turn number 4. 3 laps complete now. Now a move from the 76 truck of Dave Daniel. He'll not only move to the second spot, but he's coming up on the lead. By the grandstands they come. And Daniel now will take the lead from Carter. Daniel now leads him into turn number 3. Carter second, but now making the move is the 26 truck of Andrew Livingood, and he is. Livingood comes to second now. The third spot is Carter. The fourth truck is the 49 of Furtado. Rounding out the field is the 46 of Richard Del Judas. Here they come out of turn number 4 to take the white flag. And your leader, Dave Daniel. Andrew Livingood is second. Dick Carter in the third spot. Then the 49 truck of Kurt Furtado fourth. Rounding out the field, the 46 of Richard Del Judas. Here they come by the stands. They cross the stripe. And your winner is Dave Daniel. Now, here they come into turn number 3, headed for that acceleration line. And our official will throw the green. Here they come. Now, as they come out of turn number 2, Quanstrom and George battle it out, and George a little worse for the wear. Now Quanstrom will be your leader, and Sullivan. We've got 2 ladies up front. Amy Sullivan driving the 10 car. Cindy Quanstrom in the 9. Third spot is the 09 of Mike Rigo. Then it's Nelson Pacheco on the outside. And a problem for 60, Stacy Medina in front of the grandstands, a spin. And now Sullivan coming out of turn number 4 will come by the grandstands to be your leader on lap number 4. And Quanstrom right behind her. There's the battle between the 09 of Rigo and Nelson Pacheco in the 92. Gets a little bit wild going into turn number 1 now down the backstretch. They're going to battle it out. The 05 is Jeff Stockdale, not Richard Harper. Jeff Stockdale is in the 05. Problems for Stearns, 37. Makes contact with the tires on the infield. And here come your leaders now. It's Amy Sullivan battling Cindy Quanstrom for the lead. And Stockdale now on the infield grass. That's Stockdale in the 05 car with problems. A great battle between Rigo and Pacheco. And it's the battle of the ladies up front. Amy Sullivan versus Cindy Quanstrom. And which of our ladies will have the ladies' luck this evening? Stockdale now back onto the track. And our leaders go by, no problem. Now Quanstrom trying to gain ground on Sullivan. There's the battle between the 00 of Mark George and the 37 of Ken Stearns. That's for last spot. Check that. Stockdale in the 05 is the last spot. Sullivan and Kornstrom now leaving turn number 4. Here comes lap number 11 in the books. And Sullivan still leads. Kornstrom right on her tail. Laps in the books now. And Sullivan still leads. Kornstrom as they enter turn number 3 now. Kornstrom trying for the high groove. Now ducking down lower to try to get to the inside of Sullivan. They battle it out in turn number 1 now. Kornstrom right on the tail of Sullivan. Down the backstretch come our leaders. Coming up on traffic now. This could be interesting. Look at Kornstrom dying down low now. Kornstrom making a move to the inside on Sullivan. Here they come by the grandstand to take the white flag. And Sullivan will keep the lead. Kornstrom on the inside now. They swap paint. They got problems. They fight it off. They control the cars. Sullivan into turn number 3 now, fighting off Kornstrom. Kornstrom diving down low on the brakes of Sullivan. Here they come by the grandstands. It's Sullivan. And Pacheco, Rigo, Jeff Stockdale, Stacy Medina, and Ken Stearns, along with Mark George, 00. And here comes your unofficial winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the C-Main, Amy Sullivan. Second place going to Cindy Kornstrom.
I was like, Cindy, don't put that on me. Please, please don't.
You hung on to that one.
Yeah! Where's your trophy at? We want a trophy.
Way to go, Amy.
All right, Amy. Look, that I ain't touching the car. Hell no. Right there.
Way to go.
You did terrific out there.
Time now. As I mentioned, Kerry Treadway, last year's champion, this year's points leader. Very tough from the inside pole, but he'll have a challenge from Scott Chappell, from Jerry Crawford and Joe Hilton. 4 laps, pedal to the metal, and here they go. And Treadway will lead by a nose down the backstretch. He's got Chappell right on the outside. Into turn number 3 safely and clean. Here comes Treadway now out of 4. Chappell's battling them door to door. Crawford right on the tail trying to draft one of them. He's chosen Treadway now, and it looks like that's a smart move. Treadway will take him by. Chappell slippery down the backstretch now. Hilton fourth. It's Treadway, Crawford, Chappell, Hilton. Here they come, lap number 2. And Treadway leads him down the backstretch, and Crawford right on his heels. Chappell third, Hilton fourth. Out of 4, here they come. Treadway will take the white flag. 1 lap remaining, 1 lap remaining. Into turn number 3 now. Can Crawford make the move? Crawford's got to drop down low to get him. Not going to happen. Your winner, Kerry Treadway. Pace car ducks out in 3 now. Our drivers head for the acceleration line. Here we go. First time ever for the NASCAR Super Mini Trucks here at the 99 Speedway. This will be their first Subway Sandwich Trophy Dash. And here we go. Out to the lead is Daniel from the pole. He'll lead him down the backstretch. Nichols is second, then Fly third. Now 26, Andrew Livingood moving into the third spot. I got it. Into turn one safely now. Daniel leading them down the backstretch. Matt Nichols second, then Dave Fly third. Andrew Livingood battling, making his move for the third spot now. 2 laps in the books. On the brakes is the 17 of Matt Nichols. Here they come to check the white flag now. 1 lap to go. And Daniel will cruise to the first Subway sandwich win in the Super Mini Truck Series. Congratulations to Dave Daniel.
And 1 more to go, the main event.
Woo! So John Moreland says, you know, that's enough. We'll restart him. We'll send him around 1 more time, but this time, Lane and Gabor will start from the back. Also celebrating a birthday tomorrow is Kim Lovelace. It's a birthday weekend at the Lovelace household. And here we go. Anderson Jr. now will take him down the backstretch. Anderson Jr., if he gets a lead, he'll run away with this thing. Gabor in the second spot, then it's Lane, then Treadway. Now Lane begins to make some move, and Gabor does his drop-down move. Guy Gabor second, Doug Lane third. Treadway is in the 4th spot. Your leader, Pete Anderson Jr. Anderson Jr. will bring him now into turn 3. Now heads out of turn number 4 for the stripe. 2 laps complete. Still your leader, Anderson Jr. Gabor and Lane will battle it out. They'll swap a little chrome. Lane's car is fast, but he's got nowhere to go with it. There's the white flag. Anderson Jr. safely out of turn 2 and down the backstretch now. And your winner, Pete Anderson Jr. Second, Guy Gabor. Third, Doug Lane. And fourth, Donna Treadway. Ladies and gentlemen, our trophy girl this evening is Ms. Sarah Leslie. A nice hand for Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And so now it's time for our presentations, our winners of our Subway Sandwich Trophy Dash, sponsored by the over 100 Subway sandwiches in the greater Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto area. In the NASCAR Super Mini Truck Division, our winner, his sponsors, JB Daniel Antifreeze Recycling, Thiel's Goodyear Tire and Wheel, Kansas Avenue Auto Center, Mid-Valley Canvas and Repair, Modesto Engine, CL Bryant 76 Racing, and West Coast Racing Collectibles. The winner, number 76, a nice hand for Dave Daniel. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, in the street stock division, the pure stock division, his sponsors, Anderson Racing, Mike's Tire, and Randy's Race Palace, driving out of Galt and standing with trophy girl Sarah Leslie. A nice hand for number 5, Pete Anderson Jr. Doing a splendid job, John. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, driving out of Stockton, his sponsors, JM Water Truck Service, Valamet Inc., Praxair, Aramark, Finish Line Awards, B&R Engines, Performance Backhoe, Valley Rubber and Gasket, Stockton Windustrial, and Bardall, the winner of the Subway Sandwich Trophy Dash in the Street Stock Division. Boy, it seems like deja vu. We've done this a few times. A nice hand for number 8, Carrie Treadway!
We're visiting class here, and we've been awesome here.
Oh, I'm sorry. And so now, here comes your leader, number 39, Chris Mays. He'll cross the stripe, and we'll have 13 laps complete. There's the battle now for second between the 67 of Johnny Bird and the 93 of Mike Graham. They battle it out door to door down the backstretch. We've got a spin in turn number 4. And now here come the leaders. They're going to have to dodge around that car. And they do. The rest of the field's got to get by the Silva 13 car. He backs onto the infield now to avert a problem. And now has that car back under his own power. Here comes your leader, Mays. Mays running away with this one. There's Graham now. Graham finds himself in the second spot. He comes to second. The third spot is the 67 of Johnny Bird. And then Adam Ramsdale is the fourth spot. And Mays has almost a 3-second lead on the number 2 car. That's 93 Mike Graham. There's the battle at the back of the pack, 4 wide with Greenmeyer, Davis, Quornstrom, and Duncan. And now our leader coming up on that slower pack. And they're 3 wide in turn number 4. And they go 3 wide into turn number 1. That's always problems. And now Mays coming up on the slower traffic now. He sees the bunches ahead. He's got to get by to put some distance between he and the second place car of 93 Mike Graham. And there is the white flag for the leader. 1 lap to go. And here comes your leader, turn number 3, Chris Mays is safe. Safe out of turn number 4. And Chris Mays will transfer from the B main. Second will be Mike Graham. Third will be Johnny Bird. And fourth, Ramsdale had that 4th spot locked up and then had some problems with the car. Looks like there's smoke coming from underneath that hood. And we've Hey, how you doing? Hey, good luck. Maybe. And here we go, 30 laps. And Borges will lead him down the backstretch. Chappell slides into the second spot. Now Crawford's third, Garcia fourth. Then it's Hilton, Treadway. Here they come out of turn number 4 by the grandstands out across lap 1. And Borges is your leader. Now Chappell makes a move on Borges. But Borges will fight him off. Chappell's got him low, and there's a problem in turn number 1. Garcia spins. Here come our leaders. They'll race back to the yellow. Hayflick with problems too. And this could be problems for Garcia. And our field will get around him under yellow. Thank goodness. Hayflick with problems in turn 2 as well. Garcia's got that car refired. I don't know if Hayflick will be as fortunate. And here they come. And now Chappell gets a good jump. He's like a rocket off the green. Chappell now will lead him down the backstretch. And Borges in the second spot. Crawford third. Hilton in the fourth spot. Then Treadway. Hilton making a move to the outside. He'll go high in turn 3 into the chute. Now out of 4 comes Chappell. Then Borges. 4 laps are complete on our way to 30. Chappell leads him down the back. It's Chappell, Borges, Crawford now third. Hilton fourth. Treadway in the 5th spot. Then it's the number 5 with Joe Stearns. And now Chappell will combine to complete lap number 6. It's Chappell, Borges, then Crawford in the 3rd spot. Hilton and Treadway. Now Treadway beginning to make a move on Hilton. And now 7 in the books. Chappell running away with it. The battle for second now between Crawford and Borges. Treadway now moving into the 4th spot. Hilton 5th. Then it's Stearns. A distant 6th is Griffith. Come on, give me a caution. Single file now down the backstretch. There comes Scott Chappell. He's got about a 2-second lead on Jerry Wild Think Crawford. And then Borges and Treadway will battle it out for the 3rd spot now. Here they come by the grandstands. Hilton now in the 5th spot. And then it's Stearns in 6th. And Treadway gives Borges a little bit of a bump in turn 2. They head for turn 3. Treadway diving down low now. Treadway diving down low to get by Borges. And Borges will fight him off. Chappell now coming up on the slower traffic. First he's got the 82 of Hayflick. He'll have to get by Hayflick as we've got 12 laps. Now 12 laps complete. And Chappell now goes by Hayflick, and Crawford will have Hayflick to get by. And Hayflick will duck out in turn number 3 as well. Chappell, 13 laps now in the books on our way to 30, 17 to go. Treadway and Borges battle it out in turn 2 now down the backstretch. Hilton. Now Crawford begins to close the gap between he and Chappell. Less than a half a second lead at this point. Chappell coming up on the 87 now of Duke Haas. He needs to get by Haas. That's the slower traffic. Haas will become a down car as well. Comes your leader, Scott Chappell now. And Crawford giving chase. Hofford gets by Haas. And now he's got Chappell back in his sights. The 3rd car is the 8 of Kerry Treadway. 4th is Mark Borges of Banta. Then Joe Hilton in the 5th spot. And problems for the 6th car of Ed Cullum. He spins in 2. He's on the infield grass. And so a NASCAR flagman, John Warland, waves the yellow flag, lap number 19 on our way to 30. We are under caution.
Gotta be coming this side.
And here they go! Here comes Scotty Chappell. Lap number 20, 2/3 of the way done now. He's got 10 more laps. Still some work in front of him. Crawford is right on his bumper now. And Treadway finds himself coming up to third. Then it's Hilton, then Johnny Burnt. And now Chappell's car a little bit loose there in turn 2. And Crawford gains a lot of ground. Perhaps some wear to the tires. Here comes Crawford, low now by Chappell. Chappell will fight him off. Lap number 22 is your leader. It's Scott Chappell. Here comes Crawford one more time down low. 23 down. And Chappell completes lap number 25 now. And Chappell and Crawford will battle it out once again in the shoot between 3 and 4. Here comes Chappell to complete lap number 26. We've got 4 laps to go. Crawford's going to run out of time. He's going to have to make a move. Treadway finds himself third, then Hilton fourth. Crawford trying to find room in 2, does not. Now they hit for 3. Here comes Crawford on Chappell's bumper. Now he dives down low. And they're neck and neck with 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Problems in 1. And Treadway will become the leader. And we will have a checkered yellow flag. And as it sometimes will happen, the leaders doing battle cause themselves to take themselves right out of the race.
Okay. What's your name?
Matt, your attention please. Will Dell please come to the announcer's booth? Dell, you need to come for Matt and Emily. Dell, we need you to come to the stairs of the announcer's booth for Emily and Matt. Thank you. All right, so our pace car ducks into turn number 3. Our drivers head for the acceleration line. Do we have Eric Holm fans here tonight? Do we have Bernie Lamar fans here tonight? We're gonna have to send them around one more time, race fans. There's Tucker up front, Ermish, Potts, Terpstra, Stramiska Jr., Fensler, Strandwald, Galswick, Holmes, Bernie Lamar. They're all here. 100 laps in front of us. The Shell Tri-Track Challenge about to begin. Ermish will lead him down the backstretch now with Tucker in the second spot and Terpstra on the outside. Here they come by the grandstands now, the home stretch. And they go too wide down the backstretch now. Tucker in the second spot, Terpstra third. And here comes your leader, Troy Ermish. Fensler coming up to the fourth spot. He'll go down low to try to get by Tucker. And they're too wide in turn number 1 and 2. Here they come down the backstretch now. Ermish, your leader, into turn 3 already. He's got about a 1 second lead on second place, which is Nathan Tucker. Fensler now making a move for the second spot to try to get by Tucker. Here comes Ermish to complete lap number 6. Fensler and Tucker. And now Fensler takes the second spot. Fensler comes to second now in front of Tucker. Potts is fourth. Terpstra fifth. Here comes Ermish, lap number 9 in the books. And Potts' car is loose in turn 2. Bobby Hogue and Greg Potts make contact at turn number 1. That's going to bring out the caution. And so our drivers race back to the yellow. The yellow brought out for a collision between the number 2 of Greg Potts and the 65 of Bobby Hogue, the 4th, on lap number 11. Restart the race from the back of the field. There goes our pace car. It'll duck in at turn number 3, and we